people think the journey towards the starlight is about reaching new heights, but it's all about inspiring the upcoming generation of stargazers and the future stalwarts. Space isn't just a place of research, but a feeling connected with the human spirit of exploration and discovery. Every such action begins with an innovation, but to them, innovation is a way of life. Yes, it's our Indian Space Research Organization who is with us today to inspire and instill us with their intuitive thoughts. A hearty welcome to you all from the MC desk of Kongonado Arts and Science College for the World Space Week 2023.
It's an honor to invite our guests to the dais. May I have the honor of inviting Thiru Attappa Manikam sir onto the dais. He is the founder and chairman of MAC Controls and Systems Private Limited, Coimbatore. Sir, please. Now, may I have the honor of inviting Shriji Gragadurai, sir, to the dais, please. He is the Deputy Director of ISRO. Now, I invite Professor Dr. V. Bharati Harishankar, sir, onto the dais. Ma'am, please. I invite Dr. Tavamani D. Palniswamy, ma'am, to the dais, please. Ma'am. She is the secretary of Dr. NGP Arts and Science College. She is the vice chairman of Kovai Medical Center Research and Educational Trust, Coimbatore. Now I invite FX Lovelina Little Flower, ma'am, the VC member of Bharatiya University. Ma'am, please. Now I invite Shri T. Shubhanandan, sir, to the dais. Sir, please. I invite Dr. O.N. Paramasivam, sir, Treasurer of Kongonado Arts and Science College. Sir, please. Now I invite our beloved Secretary, Madam Dr. C.A. Vasugi, ma'am. Ma'am, to the dais, please. At last, our Principal, sir, Dr. M. Lakshmana Swamy, sir. Sir, please.
True prayer is far deeper than anything that unlocks God's infinite grace and power. It's a pure form of meditation and belief, thereby to get our soul beyond all other thoughts. Let's invoke the presence of God.
பாரத சமுதாயம் வாழ்கவே, பாரத சமுதாயம் வாழ்கவே, வாழ்க வாழ்க பாரத சமுதாயம் வாழ்கவே, ஜெய 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 பாரத சமுதாயம் வாழ்கவே. 30 கோடி ஜனங்களின் சங்கம் முழுமைக்கும் பொது உடைமை, 30 கோடி ஜனங்களின் சங்கம் முழுமைக்கும் பொது உடைமை, ஒப்பில்லாத சமுதாயம் உலகத்துக்கு ஒரு புதுமை, ஒப்பில்லாத சமுதாயம் உலகத்துக்கு ஒரு புதுமை, வாழ்க வாழ்க பாரத சமுதாயம் வாழ்கவே, ஜெய 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 பாரத சமுதாயம் வாழ்கவே, சமுதாயம் வாழ்கவே, சமுதாயம் வாழ்கவே, சமுதாயம் வாழ்கவே.
As we light this lamp, may it symbolize the light of knowledge, wisdom, and enlightenment. I now request all the dignitaries to light the auspicious lamp to embark on today's proceedings.
இல்லக விளக்கது இருள் கெடுப்பது, சொல்லக விளக்கது ஜோதி உள்ளது, பல்லக விளக்கது பலரோ காண்பது, நல்லக விளக்கது நமசிவாயவே. ஜோதியே சுடரே சூழொளி விளக்கே சுரிகுழல் பனைமுலை மடல் தேய்ப்பாதியே பரனே பால் கொள்வெள் நீற்றாய் பங்கயத்தயனுமாலறியா நீதியே செல்வத்திருப்பெருள் துறையில் நிறைமலர் குருந்தம் மேவிய சீர் ஆதியே அடியேன் ஆதரித்து அழைத்தால் அதில் துவே என்று அருளாயே அடியேன் ஆதரித்து அழைத்தால் அதெந்துவே என்று அருளாயே ஜோதியே சுடரே சுகமே துணை நீதியே நிஜமே நிறைவே நிலை ஆதியே உனையானடைந்தே நகம் வாதியாதருள்வாய் அருள்வானையே ஜோதியே சுடரே சுகமே அருட்பெருஞ்சோதி அருட்பெருஞ்சோதி தனிப்பெருங்கருணை அருட்பெருஞ்சோதி.
Thank you, dignitaries. The story of ISRO, it's not about how far they've come, it's about how far and fascinating they are. ISRO is a testament to the talent, dedication, and unwavering determination of our scientists. I invite our principal, Dr. M. Lakshmanasamy, sir, to deliver the welcome address. Sir, please.
Good morning and a warm welcome to the grand inauguration of World Space Week celebrations 2023 and welcome to Golden Jubilee celebration of our college. First and foremost, I extend a hearty welcome to Dr. C.A. Vasagi Madam, Secretary and Director of our college. We are honored to have Thiru Attappa Manikam, Founder and Chairman of Mac Controls and System Private Limited, Coimbatore, among us to enlighten the young minds with futuristic words. Now let us welcome our keynote speaker, Sri G. Grahadurai, Deputy Director, RO, SDSC, ISRO, Sri Harikota, in a manner befitting his extraordinary achievements. Sri Grahadurai illustrious career in the Indian Space Organization has been marked by groundbreaking contribution to space exploration. We also extend our warmest welcome to Professor Dr. V. Bharati Harishankar, Vice Chancellor of Avneshalingam Institute for Home Science and Higher Education for Women, Coimbatore. Welcome, Madam. And Daumani D. Palaniswamy, Secretary of Dr. NGP Arts and Science College. Welcome, Madam. And Vice Chancellor of Kobe Medical Center Research and Education Institute, KMCH Campus, Coimbatore. Dr. FX Lovelina Littleflower, member of the Vice Chancellor Committee and Syndicate member, Professor and Head Department of Social Work, Bharati University, Coimbatore. Welcome, Madam. With pleasure, let me welcome Dr. O.N. Paramsivan, Sir, Treasurer of our College Council to celebration. Welcome, Sir. I extend my warm welcome to Sri T. Subbanathan, Sir, Deputy General Manager, Safety, SDSC, ISRO, Sri Harikota, and also the Chairman of World Space Week Celebration 23 and his team members. Welcome all of you. I would like to extend my heartfelt welcome to all heads of the various departments, faculty members, and students of our institution and other institutions, teachers and students from various schools, invited guests for gracing this occasion with their presence. I am happy to welcome the press and media who always support our endeavors with their vibrant coverage. Once again, welcome you all. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir.
Space technology in the service of mankind is the tagline of ISRO. Beginning from Vikram Sarabhai, our ISRO scientists have always dreamt big, worked hard, and never gave up. And ardent success has followed their footsteps. Today, we are about to meet the glimpses of such success. I invite Sri T. Subbanathan, Deputy General Manager, Safety, Satish Dhawan Space Center, Sri Harikota Range, ISRO, to share the theme of the event. Sir, please.
Good morning, all of you. Respected Chief Guest, Sri Atappa Manikam sir, founder and chairman of Mac Control Systems, our beloved chief guest from our own ISRO center, Sri G. Gargaduri sir, Madam Vasiki madam, secretary and director of KAC College, along with Paramasivam sir, and we have Bharati Harishankar ma'am, and Tavamani Palaniswamy ma'am, and Lovelina Little Flower ma'am, and principal sir, Lakshman Swami, and all other staff members, students, including the media members and my own team members. A warm welcome and warm good morning to all of you. The activities of ISRO has reached yet another milestone, I can say, after the successful completion of Chandrayaan and Aditya 1. Our space activities has gone to yet another milestone we have reached. In this occasion, World Space Week 2023, which even has declared in 1999, that is October 4th, where the first man-made satellite was put in space. And after 10 years, 1967, it was declared on 10th October, we should be able to use the space assets and the space utilization for the benefit of mankind in a peaceful way. So with that, as notions given, not only in ISRO, everywhere across the world, this World Space Week is being celebrated between October 4th to what we call October 10th for a week long. It's a week-long celebration. We are happy to be here as a part of representing ISRO along with my 15-member team, and on behalf of our center, we are happy to host this event in Coimbatore at the prestigious institution of Kongunodu Arts and Science College campus in this occasion this year. And this year theme is space and entrepreneurship. It's apt because a lot of space assets and space technologies has to reach more people in a shorter time. Then we need to have more players. We, the people of around 16,000 people across different parts of India, alone cannot carry forward the applications to each and every common man of the country. So it was the vision and objectives of the government of India, like any other spacefaring nations, the entrepreneurs available here also to be groomed to be part of our activities so that they can further take forward and we can reach the milestones little earlier than what we achieve. So that was the theme given, and this year as a theme with Coimbatore is famous for a lot of industrialists. I came to know, I know little bit earlier, but after seeing all the people on the dais and off the dais during the last 2 weeks of interaction here, I feel definitely Coimbatore will be playing a vital role in development of the space sector and what do you call the defense sectors. So here we are for the next 3 days going to be available. This is a 3 days program. The main objective of this program is to tell what is the space activities we are doing and what are the space benefits human mankind can achieve through the space technology, and with the basic motive of triggering the young minds. Because what we have achieved today, Chandrayaan and moving towards Aditya, these are all the seeds sowed by our earlier seniors, and we are all in the limelight today, but it is a great team effort, and we are able to enjoy the success today. So we are here to trigger the young minds and to make each and every one of your rural and urban communities in and around Coimbatore to know about space technology and make a small attempt, a small step towards, along with the Kongunodu Arts and Science team. We are here. We are planning to have a lot of events starting from exhibits. We have technical talks and we have videos, which whatever the works of last 4 decades, we are trying to put a glimpses in 3 days. And a lot of events for both school students and college students are being planned in these 3 days. And at least from these 3 days, if you are getting some few people joining ISRO or the space sector, definitely it will be a success for us. And I wish all the best and hope your all cooperation and support for the next 3 days to make the program grand success. And we are here, Enkashas, and we are also learning a lot of things from this campus and college and from the Coimbatore people. Nice place to be here, and we are happy to be here, and thank you all and wishing you the best. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for giving glimpses of India's mission towards space and technology.
Space is to place as eternity is to time. It's time for the release of the teaser video of the World Space Week 2023. The theme of the World Space Week 2023 is space and entrepreneurship. I invite the chief guest, Thiru Atappa Manikam sir, to release the teaser video.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
We have achieved soft landing on the moon.
India is on the move.
The theme recognizes the growing significance of the commercial space industry and the increasing opportunities for space entrepreneurship and its new benefits. Thank you, ISRO team, for making every Indian proud.
Success is a consistent thing. Here's a personality of success whose action inspires us to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more. I invite Dr. C.A. Vasuki ma'am, Secretary and Director, Konganadu Arts and Science College, to deliver the presidential address. Ma'am, please.
A pleasant morning to one and all for this World Space Week celebration and Golden Jubilee celebration of our prestigious institution. At an outset, I wholeheartedly welcome the ISRO Satish Dhawan Space Center people from Sriharikota who have selected our institution to host this World Space Week in our institution for 23, and thank you on behalf of our college and management, students and staff. I accord my sincere welcome to the chief guest, Sri Attappa Manikam, founder and chairman of MAC Controls and Systems Private Limited, Coimbatore. Our guest of honor, Sri G. Grahadurai sir, who is the deputy director from ISRO and whose voice we very oftenly hear during the mission. So this is the person behind that voice whom we see. So we are very happy to have you here, sir. And our who is Bharati Harishankar, who is the Vice Chancellor of Avinash Lingam Institute of Home Science, Higher Education for Women, Dr. Daumani D. Palaniswamy, who is the Managing Trustee of NGP Arts and Science College and Vice Chairman of KMCH and a well-wisher of our institution, and Dr. Lovelina Littleflower, who is the VC committee member of Bharatiyar University, and I work with her for the past 1 year together. And of course, our treasurer, Dr. O.N. Paramasivan. I also record my warm welcome to Sri Subhanand, who is the Deputy Director General Manager of ISRO Sriharikota, and his vibrant team. Exactly, they made us work, this vibrant team, and under the leadership of the chairman, made us work for this past 2 weeks in the rocket speed. I think they fueled us and we worked through. So thank you, sir. Subhanand sir, you have taught us to work in seconds, and I think Gragadurai sir is going to teach us to work in milliseconds. So thank you one and all for coming here. And I also take the opportunity to welcome our beloved principals and teachers from other colleges and faculty, schools, and teachers, my teachers from our college, and our young children who are going to come from schools, and our young people who are going to shape this future Bharat to make this country to be proud in 2047, as our Prime Minister Modi ji says. And ISRO, not only ISRO, the entire world is looking upon you. We want you to become the entrepreneurs as well as the innovators who are going to contribute not only to this Bharat but to the entire globe. Let us be the Vishwa Guru for the world. So, in the நேரத்தில் நான் உங்களுக்கு ஒன்றே ஒன்று சொல்கிறேன். இஸ்ரோன்னா என்ன ஞாபகம் வருது சொல்லுங்க. இப்போ நமக்கு உடனே என்ன ஞாபகம் வருது? ஸ்பார்க் ஆகுது சந்திராயன். ஸோ நம்ம சந்திராயன் அதை மட்டும் தானா? நம்ம மூணுக்கு மட்டும் போகல. எங்கே போனோம்? ஆதித்யா போனோம் இல்லையா? சூரியனை தொட்டோம், நிலாவையும் தொட்டோம். அதனால இன்னைக்கு 15 பேர், நம்ம 16 பேர் கிரகதுரை சாரோட, அவங்களுக்கு எல்லாம் நம்ம எந்திரிச்சுன்னு ஒரு கைத்தட்டு கொடுக்கலாம்ல. அவங்க சொன்னாங்க 16,000 பேர் இதுல வேலை பண்றாங்கன்னு. அந்த 16,000 பேர் மட்டும் இல்ல, அதுக்கு முன்னால ஆயிரக்கணக்கான பேர் இதை மோட்டிவேட் பண்ணி இன்னைக்கு அவங்களுக்கு ஒரு பேஸ் கொடுத்த அனைவருக்கும் நாம இங்க நம்ம ஒவ்வொரு இந்தியனா நம்ம ப்ரௌடான இந்த சந்திராயன் 3 மொமெண்ட்டை நாம இன்னைக்கு அவங்க முன்னால உங்களுக்கு நாங்க என்றென்றும் நன்றி கடன் பட்டிருக்கிறோம் என்று கூறிக்கொள்கிறோம். நன்றி. நாம நினைக்கிறோம் இந்த விண்வெளி ஆராய்ச்சி என்பது இந்த பாரத நாட்டில் ஏதோ புதுசா அப்படியெல்லாம் இல்லை. ஆயிரக்கணக்கான ஆண்டுகளுக்கு முன்பே ரிக்வேதத்துல ஒரு தனி சாப்டர் இருக்குது, வேதாங்க ஜோதிஷா அப்படின்னா பார்ட் ஆஃப் த வேதாஸ் ஆஃப் த சயின்ஸ் ஆஃப் லைட்ஸ் அப்படின்னு இருக்கு. ஸோ இது நம்ம வேதங்கள் காலம், ரிக்வேதம் காலம், ஐ திங்க் இட் இஸ் அபவுட் மோர் தென் 6,000 years. ஸோ அப்போ பிடிச்சி நம்மக்கிட்ட அந்த நாலேஜ் இஸ் தேர். பட் அது மட்டும் இல்லை, நம்ம இங்கே பெண்கள் எல்லாம் நிறைய இருக்கிறாங்க. இன்னைக்கு நான் விண்வெளி அந்த இதை நீங்கள் அந்த இஸ்ரோ அப்போ பார்த்தா நிறைய பெண்கள் உட்காந்துருந்தாங்க. அது எங்கள் விமென்க்கு வந்து பயங்கர ஒரு இன்ஸ்பிரேஷன். ஸோ லகதானு அவங்கள பற்றி நான் சொல்லி ஆகணும். ஆஸ் அ உமன், லகதானு வந்து இவங்க வந்து ரிக்வேத காலம் எழுதின டைமில் ஆயிரக்கணக்கான ஆண்டுகளுக்கு முன்னே இருந்தாங்க. பல ஆண்டுக்கு முன்பே இந்த ஜோதிட சாஸ்திரத்தில் ரொம்ப ஆழ்ந்த அறிவு இருந்தது அவங்களுக்கு. நம்ம சந்திரன் வந்து பூமியை சுற்றுவதற்கு எவ்வளவு நாள் ஆகும் உங்களுக்கு எல்லாத்துக்கும் தெரியும். என்ன எவ்வளவு நாள் ஆகும்? அது எவ்வளவு நாள் ஆகும் சந்திரன் வந்து பூமியை சுத்துறதுக்கு? 27 to 28 days தானே ஒரு மாசம்னு சொல்றோம். அந்த 27-28 நாட்களை அவங்க அன்னைக்கே கணக்கிட்டாங்க. அது மட்டும் இல்லை, இந்த சந்திரன் வந்து 28 வட்டங்கள்ல வருது அப்படிங்கிறாங்க. இன்னைக்கு அதை தான் நாம என்ன சொல்றோம், 27-28 நட்சத்திரங்களா சொல்றோம். ஸோ இன்னைக்கு அந்த நாலேஜ் வந்து அந்த பெண்மணி லகதா அவங்களுக்கு நாம மறக்கக்கூடாது. அந்த நாலேஜ் அன்னைக்கே இருந்தது. இது வந்து என்னன்னா, இதை வந்து இந்த இஸ்ரோ இன்னைக்கு விண்வெளி வீரர்கள் இன்னைக்கு 16,000 பேர் வேலை பண்றாங்கன்னா அந்த ஜீன் பூல் இஸ் தேர். இட் ஹஸ் கம் ஃப்ரம் அவர் வேதிக் பீரியட். தட்ஸ் வாட் ஐ வில் சே. அது மட்டும் இல்லை, இந்த 8ஆம் நூற்றாண்டுல சூரிய சித்தாந்தான்னு ஒரு புக் ஆஃப் அஸ்ட்ரானமி இருக்கு. அதுல என்ன சொல்றாங்க தெரியுமா? இட் டாக்ஸ் அபவுட் த சோலார் சிஸ்டம், டைம் ஸ்கேல் அண்ட் ஆல்சோ த சர்க்கம்ஃபரன்ஸ் ஆஃப் தி எர்த். இது எல்லாம் வந்து அப்பவே அவங்க 8ஆம் நூற்றாண்டுலேயே சொல்லிட்டாங்க. இதை விட வியக்கத்தக்க ஒன்று என்னன்னா, நம்ம மாணிக்க வாசகர், நீங்கள்லாம் கேள்விப்பட்டிருப்பீங்க. மாணிக்க வாசகர்னா நமக்கு உடனே என்ன வரும்? சிவபுராணம் எழுதினவர் மாணிக்க வாசகர், அப்புறம் அப்பர் சுந்தரர் மாணிக்க வாசகர் அப்படின்னு நம்மளாம் தமிழ் இதில் படிச்சிருப்போம். மாணிக்க வாசகர் சிவபெருமானை மட்டும் சொல்ல, விண்ணியல் பற்றியும் நிறைய நம்ம சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. என்ன சொல்லியிருக்காங்கன்னா, அண்டப்பகுதியில் உண்டை பிறக்கம் என்று பாடியுள்ளார். அது என்னன்னா, அவர் 4 ஒரு உண்மைகளை அவர் பதிவு செஞ்சிருக்காரு. ஒன்று, உலகம் வந்து உருண்டையானது. அதே மாதிரி இந்த அண்டத்தில் 101 கோடி உருண்டையான வான் பொருட்கள் உள்ளன என்று சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. அப்போ நம்ம ஸ்பேஸ் சயின்டிஸ்ட்கெல்லாம் இது வந்து அவங்களோட வேலை இனி என்னன்னா, இதெல்லாம் என்ன மாணிக்க வாசகர் 8ஆம் நூற்றாண்டுலேயே சொல்லிட்டாங்களே, அதனால உங்களுக்கு இதெல்லாம் வந்து உங்களுக்கு ஒரு ப்ராஜெக்ட். அது ஒன்று. ஏன்னா நாங்கள் காலேஜ் வாத்தியார்கள் எல்லாம் இருக்காங்கல்ல, அவங்களோட இருந்து நான் அந்த மாதிரி ஆகிட்டேன். எல்லாத்துக்கும் ப்ராஜெக்ட் கொடுத்து பழகிட்டேன். அது 8ஆம் நூற்றாண்டுலேயே அவர் சொல்லிட்டாரு. அது மட்டும் இல்லை, இந்த அண்டம் என்பது விரிந்து கொண்டே செல்கிறது. இட் இஸ் இன்ஃபினிட். That's what they say now. All our space scientists will agree on that. It is infinite. There is no, அதுக்கு எல்லை இல்லை. இதுதான் அது பார்டரு அப்படின்னு நமக்கு சொல்றதுக்கு இல்லை. இது மாணிக்க வாசகர் அன்னைக்கே சொல்லிட்டாரு. அதே மாதிரி அன்னைக்கு லகதா அவங்க சொல்றாங்க. சூரிய சித்தாந்தம் எல்லாம் 8ஆம் நூற்றாண்டுல இவ்வளோ தூரம் நாலேஜ் நம்ம நாட்டில் இருந்ததா அப்படின்னா, இதைத்தான் நம் பாரத நாட்டில் ஒரு சரியான ஒரு ஒற்றுமையை நாம் சொல்கிறோம். வடக்கா இருந்தாலும் சரி, தெற்கா இருந்தாலும் சரி, கிழக்கா இருந்தாலும் மேற்கா இருந்தாலும் நம்ம நாட்டில் என்ன தெரியுமா, நம்ம பாரதியார் சொன்ன மாதிரி நம்ம எல்லாத்துலேயுமே சிந்தனை ஒன்றாக இருந்தது அப்படின்னு மகாகவி பாரதியார் சொல்கிறாரு. அவர் என்ன சொல்கிறாரு? செப்பு மொழி 18 உடையாள், சிந்தனை 1 உடையாள் அப்படின்னு பாரதியார் சொல்கிறாரு இல்லையா? அது எவ்வளவு ட்ரூத். 8th செஞ்சுரியிலேயே நம்ம எல்லாரும் ஒரே மாதிரி சிந்தனை உடையவங்களா இருந்திருக்கிறோம். சரி, இதெல்லாம் நீங்க சொல்லிட்டீங்க, வேத காலத்துல இருந்தது எல்லாம். நாம இப்ப எதுக்காக இந்த வேர்ல்ட் ஸ்பேஸ் வீக் நம்ம கொண்டாடுறோம்னு சார் அழகா சொன்னாரு. ஏன்னா ஸ்பேஸ் ஆண்டர்பிரினர்ஷிப் அப்படிங்கிறது நாம வந்து டெவலப் பண்ணணும் இந்த நாட்டில் அப்படின்னு நம்ம கவர்மெண்ட் ஆஃப் இந்தியா எல்லாம் சொல்கிறாங்க. நம்ம ஸ்பேஸ் ஆண்டர்பிரினர்ஷிப் அண்ட் இனோவேஷன் எப்படி நாம் வந்து வி ஹாவ் டு இக்னைட் தீஸ் யங் மைண்ட்ஸ். இந்த யங் மைண்ட்ஸுங்கிறது யாரு? நீங்கள் எல்லாரும் தான். நீங்கள் நினச்சிக்காதீங்க, ஆர்ட்ஸ் அண்ட் சயின்ஸ் காலேஜில் நம்ம படிச்சுட்டு இருக்கோம், நாம் என்ன கான்ட்ரிபியூட் பண்ண முடியும் ஸ்பேஸுங்கிறது. ஸ்பேஸ் இதுனா நம்ம கல்லூரியில் படித்து நிறையா பேர் இஸ்ரோவில் ஒர்க் பண்ணுறாங்க. அதில் இது வந்து நமக்கு பெருமை மிக்க ஒன்று. எங்களுடன் படித்தவங்கெல்லாம் இருக்காங்க. நாங்கள் படிக்கையில் கெமிஸ்ட்ரி இங்கே படித்தவர் இப்போ தான் ரிட்டையர் ஆகிருக்காரு. ஸோ அதெல்லாம் அது மாதிரி நிறைய இருக்கிறாங்க. எண்ணில் அடங்காத துறைகள் இருக்கிறது. அதைத்தான் உங்களுக்கு சொல்கிறேன். பயாலஜி ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்கு இருக்குது, கெமிஸ்ட்ரி இருக்குது, வை நாட் ஈவன் காமர்ஸ் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்கும் கூட இருக்குது. மேத்தமேட்டிக்ஸ் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்கு நிறைய கால்குலேஷன் வேணும் அவங்களுக்கு, அது இருக்குது. கம்ப்யூட்டர் சயின்ஸ், அஃப்கோர்ஸ் ஐ திங்க் சார் வாஸ் டெல்லிங் இஸ் அ கம்ப்யூட்டர். கிரகதுரை சார் இஸ் ஃப்ரம் something regarding computer science, he says. So இது கம்ப்யூட்டர் இல்லாமல் இன்னைக்கு உலகமே இல்லை. ஸோ இத்தனையிலும் நாம் ஒவ்வொருத்தரும் இதை கான்ட்ரிபியூட் பண்ணலாம். இன்னைக்கு இது வச்சிருக்கிறதே உங்கள் யங் மைண்ட்ஸை இக்னைட் பண்ணணும்னு தான். இதில் என்னென்னா, நம்ம இந்தியாவில் நம்ம எக்கனாமிக் சர்வே அதில் 2022 என்ன சொல்கிறாங்கன்னா, நம்ம ஸ்டார்ட் அப்ஸ் 2019 11 ஸ்டார்ட் அப்ஸ் தான் ரிகார்டிங் ஸ்பேஸ் டெக்னாலஜிக்கு இருந்தது. ஆனால் 2022 see the amount of interest in startup people, நீங்கள் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 47 ஸ்டார்ட் அப்ஸ் ஜஸ்ட் வித் நம்ம ரிகார்டிங் ஸ்பேஸ் டெக்னாலஜி. ஸோ இது என்ன, இது குளோபலாக how much is the economy, நம்ம இங்கே இந்தியாவுக்கு மட்டும் இல்லை, the global economy of space technology as per 2022 Q2 space report பிரகாரம் $469 பில்லியன். ஸோ நம்ம எல்லாத்துக்கும் ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி இருக்குது டு பி இன்னோவேட்டர்ஸ், டு பி எக்ஸ்ப்ளோரர்ஸ், டு பி வாட் எவர் ஆண்டர்ப்ரோனர்ஸ். இன்னைக்கு நம்ம ரொம்ப ஹம்பிளாக சிம்பிளாக உட்காந்துருக்கிறார் இல்லையா அத்தப்ப மாணிக்கம். அவர் பெரிய இன்னோவேட்டர். நிறைய இஸ் கான்ட்ரிபியூட்டட் ஃபார் DRDO, நம்ம என்வாயன்மெண்ட், இந்த மாதிரி பல ஆங்கிளில் அவரை பற்றி நீங்கள் படித்து தெரிஞ்சுக்க வேண்டியதை நான் இன்றைக்கி சொல்ல முடியாது, அவ்வளோ இருக்குது அவரை பற்றி. ஸோ நீங்கள் இதெல்லாம் தெரிஞ்சுக்கொள்ளணும். உங்களுக்கு எல்லாம் நம்ம கோயம்புத்தூருங்கிறது சார் சொன்ன மாதிரி, சுபானந்த் சார் சொன்ன மாதிரி, இட்ஸ் அ பிளேஸ் ஆஃப் இனோவேஷன் அண்ட் ஆண்டர்பிரினர்ஷிப். இந்த எப்பவுமே நாங்கள் பெருமையாக கோயம்புத்தூர் மக்கள் சொல்லிக்குவோம், எங்களுக்கு எந்த ஒரு அரசியல் பின்பலம் இல்லை, இங்கே பெரிய பெரிய ராஜாக்களும் இந்த ஊரை கிரியேட் பண்ணல, தஞ்சாவூர் மாதிரி. எங்களுக்கு இந்த ஒரு ஒன்லி ஹார்ட் ஒர்க் இஸ் அவர் ரியல், எங்கள் சொத்தே ஹார்ட் ஒர்க் தான். ஆக இந்த ஹார்ட் ஒர்க் வச்சு தான் நாங்கள் கோயம்புத்தூரையே பில்ட் பண்ணியிருக்கிறோம். இந்த ஹார்ட் ஒர்க் இருக்கிற இந்த கோயம்புத்தூர் மக்கள் கண்டிப்பாக இஸ்ரோக்காக நிறைய செய்வாங்க, செய்து கொண்டே இருப்பாங்க என்று கூறிக்கொண்டு, இன்னைக்கு என்னுடன் சேர்ந்து இந்த இஸ்ரோ டீமோட நானும் ஒரு பார்ட் அண்ட் பார்சல் ஆகிட்டேன். ஏன்னா ஐ எம் ஆல்சோ அ ஸ்கை வாட்சர். ஃபார் யுவர் இன்ஃபர்மேஷன், நான் எங்கள் ஃபிசிக்ஸ் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் சொல்லிகிட்டே இருப்பேன், இப்போ பாரு அது டெலிஸ்கோப் வைக்கலான்னு. அது ஐ ஹோப் அனுகல்யாணி மேடம் வில் டூ தட் இன் ஹர் HOD-ஷிப். பிகாஸ் எனக்கு ஐ எம் ஆக்டிவ் ஸ்கை வாட்சர். நான் எல்லாத்தையும் டார்ச்சர் பண்ணுவேன் லிட்டரலாக எங்கள் வீட்டில் பார்த்துட்டு, இந்த ஸ்டாரை பாரு, அந்த ஸ்டாரை பாரு, அப்படி இந்த பிளானட் தெரியுது அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவேன். ஐ வாண்ட் ஏன்னா அது இயற்கை, மனிதனோட இயற்கை. நம்ம மேலே ஸ்கையை பார்த்தா என்ன அன்எக்ஸ்ப்ளோர்ட் ஏரியா இஸ் தேர் ஸோ மச். எத்தனையோ அண்டங்கள் இருக்கிறது அப்படிங்கிறாங்கல்ல, மோர் லைக் அ மில்கி வே. நாம் இருக்கிறது மில்கி வே கேலக்ஸி, அது மாதிரி ஆயிரக்கணக்கான கேலக்ஸி இஸ் தேர். இந்த கேலக்ஸி பற்றியெல்லாம் நிறைய தெரிஞ்சுக்க வேணும் அப்படின்னு ஒரு ஆர்வம் அது மனிதனுக்கு இயற்கையாக உள்ள ஒன்று. அதனால தான் நம்ம எல்லாரும் அதை கண்டுபிடிச்சிருக்கோம். இன்றைக்கி இவங்களும் இருக்காங்க. ஸோ இன்றைக்கி எல்லாத்துக்கும் இந்த இஸ்ரோ டீம் ஆகட்டும், எங்கள் கல்லூரியை சேர்ந்த டீமு, எங்கள் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸு எல்லாரும் நன்றாக இந்த ப்ரோக்ராமை 3 நாள் நடத்தி கொடுப்பாங்க நான் நம்பிக்கையில் சொல்லிக்கொண்டு, நன்றியை உரித்தாக்கி கொண்டு, இந்த நாட்டுக்கு முதல் வணக்கம். ஜெய் ஹிந்த்.
Thank you, ma'am, for making us aware of the connection between our Indian Vedic knowledge and our astrology with the astronomy.
To improve the golden moment of opportunity and catch the good that is in our reach is the great art of life. On this auspicious occasion, we have eminent personalities to make it more felicitous for the gathering. I invite Professor Dr. V. Bharati Harishankar, Vice Chancellor, Avinashlingam Institute for Home Science and Higher Education for Women, Coimbatore, to felicitate the gathering. Please, ma'am.
Good morning. Respected Thiru Athappa Manikam Ayya, dear Dr. Vasuki, our ISRO heroes, 2 on the dais, many more there. Mr. Grahadurai and Mr. Subbanathan, Dr. Thavamani ma'am, Dr. Lavlina ma'am, Principal, and Dr. Mr. Paramasivam sir, faculty members, and my dear students. In the recent past, when was the last time that we had the goosebump moment? If all of us were to answer, it would be the launch of Chandrayaan. The point is, I'm not speaking here as a scientist. I'm also not speaking as an entrepreneur. But for every one of us, there was a takeaway message. For all of us who watched Chandrayaan 2, somewhere in the back of our minds, Chandrayaan 3, Chandrayaan 2 was always there. And we kept telling ourselves, oh, we hope, that doesn't repeat. Okay? But once the Chandrayaan 3 was launched, at least for me, it set me thinking of these scientists who have been working day and night, and actually from anecdotes that I've been hearing of friends who are there in ISRO, they had not attended family events, they had not taken leave for a long time. And those who were pursuing PhD were busy giving explanations to their guides, saying why they have not met. And one was closer home. My husband's PhD scholar kept pushing the deadline. And finally, when Chandrayaan 3 was launched, the first message, he wrote to her was, okay, so now, you can get back to your PhD. I'm saying this because many of us are very happy to normalize things. All of us do a 10 to 5 job, so we believe they are doing a 10 to 5 job. It is not a 10 to 5 job. That is one. The second aspect is, this kind of work cannot happen because someone is paying us a fat salary at the end of the month. It has to be a passion. And that passion is something that I feel, if you put it to any field, we will reach the same heights. The heights of the moon and the heights of the sun. So having said that, what are the takeaways, especially for the younger group here? The younger group here, please don't think we are shirking our responsibility. I always tell wherever I go, I want to keep my faith in the younger generation because they have more time, more skills, and more aptitude than all of us have. You're all smarter, so that is why I'm saying the onus is on you to get the takeaways. So what are the takeaways? Perseverance. When every single thing seems to go wrong, you still persevere. Sometimes you persevere not because it leads to success, but because it tells you how to avoid failure the next time. The related takeaway for me was, I read about the interview that the chairman gave, and all the questions that were thrown at him was comparing Chandrayaan 2 and Chandrayaan 3. But one of the points that he talked about told me the meticulousness with which we need to plan things. Okay? So all of us say, if your plan A fails, go for a plan B. This time they seem to have had many plans. If a plan A failed, there was a plan B. If a plan B failed, there was a plan C. If everything else failed, there was something else. Right? So, do we do that? I mean, do we bring it to the kind of work that we do on a day-to-day basis? But over and above all this, the point that touched me the most was self-reliance. Everything about ISRO now is homegrown. It is not about just getting a few things out from outside, assembling it, putting it together. It is all homegrown. So for those of us who believe the rest of the world is doing well, I would like to say we are doing very well, and the rest of the world will now start saying, what is it that we need to learn from ISRO? We have reached that spot. That self-reliance does not come very easily. I know our ISRO team will know all about this, but when Dr. Kasturirangan was once asked where he got his PhD from, and he said, from India, from here. And apparently they kept asking, the interviewer kept asking, you sure? Of course I'm sure. I've done my PhD here. I've done all my education here. Point is, those are the people followed by the team here and the team back in ISRO. They are truly our leaders. But the point is, if you have a great scientist at home, you will never know the value of the scientist. Because they feel like, fathers, mothers, brothers, sisters, you don't value the scientist in them. Here again, the younger group, you need to find out what has made them successful. And let me tell you, they are not going to give you a earth-shattering explanation. They will just tell you, oh, we kept doing our work. And we kept doing our work with passion even when things went wrong. And we believed in ourselves. So I know the Space Week celebrations happen every October, but let us not forget the space rest of the year, because what we do during the rest of the time is what will determine how successful we are during this month. The other aspect that I thought I should share with you is, I know ISRO has been consistently promoting student space projects. And there are a lot of student-designed satellites that are going up, focusing on very, very specific studies. I know IIT Madras is involved in one right now. So that, in addition to the space entrepreneurship, is an area for many of you to reach out for, whether you're going to be doing research, whether you're going to be doing other aspects related to space. Point is, for a very long time, the cliche term was, the world is yours. If only you will reach out for it. Now we have to change that phrase. The space is yours. You only need to reach out for it. On that note, hearty felicitations to the college for taking this forward, and once again, our hearty pranams to the ISRO team who is here and who has made this so successful, and the very best of wishes to our youngsters, because those of you in the last few rows, I believe it's only a matter of time when you will be occupying here and the first few rows. All the very best. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am, for reiterating the importance of perseverance, self-reliance, and passion for the young minds who are the future sculptors of the world, and indeed space too.
I invite Dr. Tavamani D. Palanisamy, Secretary, Dr. NGP Arts and Science College, Vice Chairman, Kovai Medical Center Research and Educational Trust, KMCH Campus, Coimbatore, to felicitate the gathering. Ma'am, please.
Good morning to everybody. I thank Kongunadu Arts and Science College and the ISRO people for arranging this World Space Week so that everybody will become aware of the space programs. Everybody will take interest on it. This is mainly arranged for the younger generation, future citizens of India, who is going to put the India in the world map. Thank you very much for this arrangement. It's not easy to arrange something from different area in order to educate us. We all have to be grateful to them. On the dais, there are a lot of people who are sitting. The chief guest, through Attapan Monikam, as our Vasi madam already told, he is an innovator. He started his innovating right after the college days. And he was keep doing one by one, and he will be thinking, what can we do? How can it be like that? What the other way we can do? He thought of this space so many years ago, and he programmed it. Now he is one of the person who is connected with the DRDO and connected with the space program, and maybe in ISRO also. And also I like to thank Mr. Gregadurai and Subandam and other ISRO people who are here. There are a lot of ISRO people are here. They have sacrificed their working time, they sacrificed their family, coming here all the way in order to educate us. So we have to be thankful to them. The younger generation, especially, they are aiming at you or have to take initiative, interest. Once you take interest in this space program, you will be growing more and more interest, and you will be a successful person one day. Science and technology holds the key for the progress of any country. Technology plays the primary role of the industrial development and wealth creation, improvement in quality of life, and real economic growth and transformation in any society. So it's very, very important that the future generation has to concentrate on science and technology, and also especially in mathematics. I know the younger generation now going after the technology only, forgetting the science. This trend has to be changed. Maybe this World Space Week will ignite so many people going towards the science. When British left the India, we were economically backward. We were underdeveloped. Those time, the Prime Minister and the leaders took an initiative to develop the science and technology. Some of the great names of the time, including Homi Bhabha, Sri C.V. Raman, Satish Dhawan, Vikram Sarabhai, J.C. Ghose were given the free hand to establish the best institutions of the scientific learning, like Indian Institute of Science. Atomic Energy Commission was established with Bhabha as head, and later on DRDO, IITs, CSR labs, and DST were established. Vikram Sarabhai was the founding father of the Indian space program, and ISRO was established in 1969. Space technology provides the solution to the problems of the society, enables the education, integrated healthcare system, improve the employability and better quality of the life. Especially during COVID time, it was so obvious that everybody went into the e-learning and also depend upon the digital technology for communication and other things. India is likely to take the leading role in launching satellite for the SAARC nations. Indian National Satellite System, INSTAT, is one of the largest systems in Asia-Pacific region. India's achievement in the field of IT and softwares are recognized all over the world. 5 of the top 20 IT companies in the world are Indian companies. India ranks 3rd among the most attractive investment destination for the technology transition in the world. More and more multinational companies are setting up their R&D centers in India. India has the active bilateral science and technology program of cooperation with more than 45 countries. Global Corporation has set up 1,500 GCs, Global Capability Centers in India for technology development. Growth of science and technology was instrumental for the development of the various areas. India has the 3rd largest pharma industry in the world. Science and technology has helped the Indian agricultural sector through the digitalization, precise agriculture and watering, smart in using of the machineries, and we are also progressing in the renewable energies. According to the Global Innovation Index, India ranks 48th over all terms of the innovation, 15th in the information communication technology. During COVID phase, we are able to handle 2.5 crores of vaccine in a day with the load over 800 vaccine per second. We are able to achieve 100 crore vaccine milestone record only because of a scientific development. Presently, public and private sector involvement in R&D practice is encouraged by the government. Advent of nanotechnology has inspired biotechnologies and nuclear sectors and other areas. India has made progress in the inception of the National Artificial Intelligence Strategies, NITI, the exploring the potential of artificial intelligence. But interest among the students is preferring the basic science is surprisingly declining. In India, majority of these students opt for computer technology rather than studying basic science due to the industrial career opportunity. Our present innovation policies plan to promote science more effectively. This is one of the few examples of promoting the science and technology to you from faraway places through World Space Weeks. We had to remember this week every year. And yes, our Amnachaling University Vice Chancellor said we had to work very, very hard in order to develop something for the exhibiting for the next year. Let's all do some planning and research work and exhibit in the World Space Week again in 2024. I know you all can do, you are, as he said, you are all more intelligent, more brighter, and you can do well more than us in our generation. And we are waiting for your startups and your science and technology interest. Once again, I thank the ISRO people who has come in many members in order to educate us. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, you all. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am. You really unveiled the history behind the technological development of India.
I invite Dr. F.X. Launila Littleflower, Member, Vice Chancellor Committee and Syndicate Member, Professor and Head, Department of Social Work, Bharatiyar University, Coimbatore, to felicitate the gathering. Ma'am, please.
A very pleasant morning to all of you. Esteemed guests, revered Vice Chancellor, today's chief guest, and all the ISRO heroes sitting here, and dear students, faculty members, once again a very warm, pleasant morning to all of you. I'm extremely happy and delighted to be a part of this wonderful event that's happening here in this prestigious institution. Actually, there are two reasons why I'm here. One is to show my gratitude to all the people who are working in ISRO, and especially on August 23rd, when we all had, especially when Madam said, Dr. Bharati Harishankar, when she said the same thing, I'm also repeating, the moment when we all cherished the goosebumps we have experienced on the 23rd of August. So that gratitude we have to show to our ISRO scientists. So for them, I want to wish all of them a very grateful moment you have given. Thank you for that. So that gratitude I wanted to show to them. That is one reason I'm here. The second important reason is that Konganadu Arts and Science College, like its secretary, is always enthusiastic in doing many innovative programs and great things in the city. And one of our affiliated institution, when they are organizing such kind of a wonderful event, like they are associating with ISRO, especially Satish Dhawan Space Research Center, Sri Hari Hota, and organizing this exhibition. It's a wonderful moment that I'm here with them, and I wanted to support them. Thank you for being, thank you for inviting me. The most important thing is, as all our stalwarts said, I am also repeating the thing, that there are so many things behind, like when we have witnessed Chandrayaan 1, when we have cherished Dr. Mailsamy Annadurai sir, one who is also from the same city, Dr. Mailsamy Annadurai sir. And again, Chandrayaan 2, and Chandrayaan 3, now Aditya. All of these things we are witnessing and we are all feeling very happy about it. See, you all have witnessed this tennis program. Tennis, many of you might be playing and many of you might be interested in watching tennis. One thing you have to understand, there are two people, opponents, they are playing, and there is a big crowd like in cricket. We all will watch and we'll be seeing who's winning, who's losing. Yeah, there will be always a person who will win in the game and there is another person who will be losing in the game. But we all should feel very happy that both of them are playing and then one of them is winning and the other one is losing. But there is a big crowd sitting, watching left and right. And at last they'll be, oh, this fellow should have played that way, or this person should have been like this. On all these comments we make, and then we just go away. Not even participating, but making comments. So that shouldn't be the case with all of us. When there is a success, we all appreciate them. We all feel happy. We all recognize their hard work, everything we do. And when there is a failure, for that time also we criticize, this would have been like that, all that we say, and then we forget. But as young students, as Dr. Dawmani Madam rightly pointed out that now the academicians' concern is that the policies are more sound in making the young minds to have more interest towards science subject. And also the young minds or the young students sitting here, you also should understand the importance of core sciences. And there is a witness, there is a group of people sitting here, not from Massachusetts Institute or the Oxford or the so many Cambridge universities are not sitting here. They are all from our own places, from government schools. So they are all sitting here and they are all scientists today. Why not we, the young students sitting here, should develop your interest in the core sciences like physics, chemistry, and very sadly now the number of takers for mathematics program is very, very less. And I am witnessing now that many of the colleges, they are closing the program in mathematics. No takers in mathematics. It is all our concerns. So please do understand the importance of these basic sciences and make the children, and especially the school children and the college students, you can tell your own brothers and sisters to have more interest towards these subjects. And as teachers, let us all not forget our role in that also. Let us make our children to understand the importance of these subjects and let us make our classes more interesting so that the students will be more interested towards these subjects, and that way we will create or we will ignite the minds of the young students to have more interest towards the science subject. That way we will make the students to understand the happiness of the success and also taste the failures and how they have to further move on in their life. So that way these kind of programs are really a proud moment to the Coimbatore city, to all of us, and especially to Konganadu Arts and Science College. So that way I wish them a grand success and let us all work together and to make India more proud and proud in the world stage. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am. You fondly taught our young minds how to be sportive and be a participator rather than being a spectator and a critic.
Every step towards the stars is a step towards unraveling the mysteries of the universe. We've got a pleasant personality with full of vivacity and liveliness. Shri G. Grahadurai, a distinguished graduate of Coimbatore Institute of Technology, currently serving as the Deputy Director of Range Operations at Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sri Harikota. I invite Shri G. Grahadurai, Deputy Director, Satish Dhawan Space Center, Sri Harikota Range, ISRO, to deliver the keynote address. Sir, please.
Good morning to all. Ellarukkum vanakkam. Most respected Chief Guest, Mr. Athappa Manikam sir, Founder and Chairman of Mac Controls and System Private Limited, Coimbatore. Vasagi Madam, Secretary and Director, KSAC, Coimbatore. Bharati Harisankar, Vice Chancellor, Avinasilingam Institute of Home Science and Higher Education. Dawmani Madam, Paramasivam sir, Laulina Little Flower Madam, and Principal Lakshmanaswamy sir, and my ISRO colleagues led by Mr. Subhanandan, students, print and electronic media. Good morning once again. It gives me immense pleasure to deliver a keynote address to one of the locations. This year we are celebrating at 8 locations this outreach program. So it's a homecoming for me because I studied in Coimbatore Institute of Technology in 1982 to 86. So I'm finding a lot of change in Coimbatore. Anyway, 2-3 times I visited, but this side when I came now, so totally lot of change is there this side. So when we visit Mardamalai every month in 82-86, so nothing will be there. Okay, after Lali Road only the Bharatiyar University only will be there, because I am proud to say I am the first set of Bharatiyar University also. Just morning I was telling madam, I am the first set of Bharatiyar University, even though third set of four-year engineering, first 2 years it went on Chennai Madras University. So I will just take 10 minutes or 12 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes. So, okay, I will just go ahead with my talk in 3 areas. One is I will talk about ISRO, I will talk about WSW, that is a work, that is a World Space Week, then this theme, this year World Space Week theme, I will talk. So the space technology, what is space technology first? Space technology is developed by space science and aeroscience to make use of the outer space, to make use of the outer space for the human. Correct? So space is the final frontier. That's the final frontier. The space is always fascinating. So 66 years back when the first rocket launched, or 56 years back when the man landed on the moon, still it is fascinating. So that I am the fellow highly experiencing. So I supported more than 75 launches in different capacities. From after my joining in 35 years of service in ISRO, I supported many launches in different capacities. In the last 15 launches, I am just doing this range operation director, as madam said, that I am announcing the different stages, performance, and final the accomplishment, how the thing is done. So every time when I do, whether it is SSLV or PSLV or GSLV, whatever it is, I will be sitting. Even you can see my face in the TV, it will be so tense. So it will be every time, it will be fascinating and it will be keep as intense. Because every flight is that only all our seniors used to tell. Every flight is a lesson, every flight. Because so many systems are there in complex. So why always ISRO thing is sensational? So as UN approved, there are so many countries, there are around 98 or 200 countries maybe there. Out of that, only 11 countries are there in the spacefaring in a big way, because rocket launching and all. Okay, if you see the list, it will be there are 40, 50, but they are all not doing the vehicle what we have type of that. Only the 11 countries are there. Then only 6 countries beyond the things Earth orbit we have done. So the first 2, India is there. So spacefaring country, and we have launched the satellite beyond the Earth orbit. And only 3 countries did till now in Earth orbit, the astronauts and all. So shortly, we will be doing it. Another few years, down the line, another few years, we will be launching that. We will be joining the 3rd group. The 4th group is putting the man beyond that, like moon and all. So that also will happen, at least in Chandrayaan 4 or 5. Nothing is firm. Just I am telling 4 or 5. Okay, it will be there. Somebody will be landing from India in moon also. So ISRO is actually an organization, a humble beginning in 1960. Okay, initially it was not called ISRO. Vikram Sarabhai started. The first sounding rocket launched in 1962. Then 1967, Rohini was launched there. Then 1975, I think 1969, ISRO is formed. Then the first satellite from Soviet Russia, Aryabhata, was launched. Like that, we started our journey. So now, till Aditya, PSLV C-57, we launched. What is the ISRO vision? ISRO vision is we have to make use of this space technology for the benefit of space technology with the space exploration. We have to make use of the human mankind. So that is our mission. For that, what we have to do? We have to develop different vehicles, different satellites. What are the different satellites? Mainly for the Earth observation satellites, navigation satellites, communication satellites, meteorological satellites, strategic satellites. So all these satellites and I said navigation also. Yes, navigation satellites, all these satellites we have to make for the benefit of our human mankind. So for this doing that, ISRO is having more than centers bar units, around 20 to 22 centers are there. As Subhanan said, around 16,000 people are working. And so many industries are also there. But as of now, the industries are not responsible for rocket or the satellite. Okay, they will be helping us to making the rocket and satellite. So till now, ISRO has launched 125 spacecraft missions. 125 spacecraft missions, around 94 launch missions, which then 2 re-entry missions. Madam was telling some student satellite also we did. Yes, 15 student satellites we launched. And 431 foreign satellites. So that's important. 431 foreign satellites for 34 countries. For 34 countries from PSLV and LVM3. So LVM3, the last of 2 things only, LVM3, M2 and M3, we did for 36 satellites. Otherwise, remaining all the 431 minus 72, all are done by our workhorse of PSLV. So, ISRO, the present program, so now presently, okay, as Madam said, okay, Chandrayaan 3, yes, July 14th we launched and August 23, evening 1804 or 06, we touched. Okay, so that moment is yes, including us, all of us. Okay, even that YouTube statistic says that is the now, that is our world record. 80 lakhs, I think, 8 million. 8 million people. That was till now the thing was earlier to that it was only the FIFA World Cup, around 62 lakhs. So this time, this is the topmost. I think it takes more time to overcome this. So that is the thing now, Aditya. And one more thing, one more important thing. India is the first country, last 5 satellites that from Earth orbit. Successfully, this one country has done 5 satellites from Earth orbit we have moved. Okay, there's 3 Chandrayans, 1 Aditya and 1 Mangalyaan. So 5 satellites we moved from Earth orbit successfully. So the immediate program, what we have is a test vehicle project that is a part of a Gaganyaan immediately. So that is only to test the Guru escape system and followed by the recovery. Then we have a ExpoSat satellite, which is going to be the India's first dedicated polarimeter mission to study the various dynamics of the bright astronomical X-ray sources in extreme conditions. Then is a NASA ISRO, another satellite is a NISAR, it's a low Earth orbit. This is for the ISRO and I think this is synthetic aperture radar. These are all the immediate programs. So coming to this World Space Week, the second topic in my thing. So what is this World Space Week? Why this is required? This is an international celebration of science and technology and their contribution to the betterment of the human condition. It is an excellent opportunity for organizations across the world to come together to help collectively inspire and stimulate the interest in space. Why it is getting celebrated October 4th? That is the first launch of Sputnik in 1957 it is done. Then why October end? It is the end. So that is the signing the treaty on principle governing the activities of states in the exploration and peaceful uses of outer space. That is the reason. And every year, I think this is getting celebrated in 1919 onwards. I think this is the 24th year. Every year, they will be giving one theme. So this theme, this year theme is, okay, first before going to the theme, let me say what is the goals of the World Space Week. The goals of the World Space Week is to excite the young mind. You are all the people. So it's not only engineering. So there is now famous is STEM, science, technology, engineering and maths. And now business also. Business knowledge also required, business analysis also required. all the people, to excite those people, and also going to the society and explain what is the use of outer space, how it is the need, why we have to do the space exploration. All these things you have to tell the young people so that they will be there tomorrow for all these activities. Okay, that is the goals of World Space Week. So this year theme is Space Entrepreneur. Who is this Space Entrepreneur? Okay, Space Entrepreneur, as everybody said, is an innovator, right? And he will be the business savvy. That means he will analyze all the business and he will calculate the risk and resilience. That means any setback, they will come back very fast. Okay, those type of, because space is always risk. There is nothing like a 99.9. Everything should be 100%. Then only the space project, everything will be success. Nothing like a 99 or 99.9. Okay, this why these presently now private players are required. Why the last 10 years it is most we are talking. Because the space 1.0 or 50 onwards or 45 onwards, okay, the space 1.0 is always between the countries. Who is landing first? Who is first doing the launch? Like that only the between the countries is the rivalries. Okay, the space 2.0 is between the private players. So who will provide the support? Who will provide what service first? Who will take the people to the moon? Who will take to the outer space? Who will take to the near Earth orbit? So that is the thing. Okay, so because now the space 2.0 is going to be dominated by only the space entrepreneurship. So now, who are all the top space entrepreneurs in globe? Okay, everybody knows Elon Musk is there. Okay, SpaceX. How they are, okay, in other countries it started slightly early. So if you talk that, 2004, first Paul Allen, he has done the suborbital flight. Then 2008, Falcon 1, that is the first orbital flight by the SpaceX. Then 2016, SpaceX succeeded the land rockets at sea because this is going to be the reusable launch vehicle. Okay, then 2020, SpaceX Falcon 9 crewed mission to visit the International Space Station. Then 2021, Jeff Bezos, he himself has traveled, okay, in 117 kilometer apogee. Okay. Then September 2021, the SpaceX operates Inspiration 4 first, 4 people have traveled in the, with private citizen. That's very important. So now, if you see, SpaceX got $2.9 billion for lunar lander of NASA. So NASA has given a contract now to the SpaceX for their lunar lander, and again one more order recently. Our Blue Origin also got it, that is for $3.4 billion for the second lunar lander. So like this, everywhere these space entrepreneurs are dominating. Then why India needs private players? So that's a question. So India needs private player because in the India lacks in the space economy, because if our ISRO budget, actually it's a 12,500 crore this year, it is nothing but a $1.6 billion, which is just 2% of the total world space economy. With this, it is not possible the need. We cannot meet the need of the space activities, we cannot meet. That is one. Second thing, now India is having how many states? Each state, how many TVs are there? Right? Even 25, 30, even Tamil, if you see, 30 TVs will be there. 30 regional TV will be there. For all regional TV, what is required? Transponder. Okay, for those transponder, presently $0.5 billion, it is going to the foreign satellites. So then similar different department needs Earth observation data for their department planning. For that $1 billion, it is going out because we are getting the details from the foreign satellites. Then OTD. Now within 30 days, all movies will come in OTD. Then 5G. Okay, all these things are a digital wall. Nobody is going to know where any office, right? So all these things, if you take India is 1.37 billion people are there. In this 1.7 billion people, 1.57 crore mobile is there. So that means this much data requirement is there. Then for all these things, with $1.6 billion of ISRO budget, we cannot launch the required. ISRO can do R&D, ISRO can do strategic things. Okay, to handle this kind of satellite requirement. So presently today 8,000 satellites may be there. Okay. Okay, but the requirement of satellite is very high. See, now Amazon is coming out with a project 3000 Kuber is coming out 3246 satellites, I think. So they are going to give high speed internet across countries. Okay, then global mobile. Then similarly, the other one, which one? This SpaceX. SpaceX Starlink. Starlink needs presently 5,000 satellites are there with them, and their plan is 42,000 satellites across the globe to cover, to provide the same mobile internet to across countries. See, when we, some time back and all, 30 years back and all, or even you take 20 years back and all, anything will be a single user, provider will be there. Everybody has to go. You take phone. Everybody has to go to only one department to get the phone. Today, how? We are all going to so many people. Because of that, what? Competition. Because of that, we are getting better benefit. So something similar to that. So across, with the mobile started, it was working in only in one state, then across states. So it's going to come across globe, going to be a single thing. So that is the plan. For all these requirements, what we need? So we need satellites. Okay. So this is the requirement. So all these requirements cannot be met without the private players. So that is the reason this World Space Week understood the significance of the private players for the economy of the for the this ecosystem of this space activities. Because of that, our Indian space policy 2023 also is actually modified. Its vision is now to enable, encourage, and develop a flourishing commercial presence in space. Accepting the private player are going to be the key play in the space economy. So now, even in today, in India also a lot of private players are there. So it actually 2019 onwards, and now 100 players are there. And we also launched for one private player, Skyroot, November 18th last year, 2022, one suborbital flight, and another Agniborn is getting ready, like that. And 3 satellites also we did. 2, I think, from Typholt and 1 from Anand. These are all the 3 satellites from the Indian private players we did. So I said that I studied from here, Coimbatore Institute of Technology. So my native place is Sivagasi. They are all doing it in small rocket. We are doing it in small scale. I joined in ISRO. I am doing it in big scale, big rocket. I am doing it. So this is actually this generation. What always I say, this generation is a communication revolution, because we all see the vacuum tube based radio. It will take 15 minutes to start. So then from that onwards, so we have seen transistor, we have seen so many things, and laptop, desktop computer, laptop computer, and mobile pad, and going to come still nanotechnology, everything is going to come small things. Okay, even or somebody it will be embedded into our body also. So that level it will come. So the communication relation. So when I joined in Coimbatore, first time came out of the Coimbatore, Sivagasi, so if I, after starting and reaching home, I will be, my house will be knowing after a week only they will know that I reached the thing. Because after 2-3 days only I will write a letter, 15 paise postcard or 30 paise inland letter. Okay, so they will know. But today what is the communication? The communication is whether you cross the first step of your house, second step of your house, whether you board the first step of the bus or train, so on the navigation, you will be totally lost. So all these things are there now. So for all these communications, all you people, as Madam said, you are all young people, not only science, so Konganadu Arts College or anything. So science is important. Science, technology, and engineering, maths, and business analysis also very, 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 very important now. So all these people are required to, not only in this department, in any department this requirement is there. So anyway, let me conclude my things. Always I say these things. As we climb up on the terrace, the barriers in the house will vanish. As we climb up in a multi-story building, the barriers across the street will vanish. As we climb up and fly in aeroplane, the barriers across cities will vanish. As we fly in the rocket, the frontiers across countries will vanish. As we watch from space, the entire globe looks united. The ultimate development of space science and research also aims at bringing the entire human race under one roof. There is no doubt that the space science will unite us and benefit the entire humanity. So finally, let me say all the best and congratulations for the Konganadu Arts and Science College for their Golden Jubilee. So thank you. So thank you for giving this opportunity for the ISRO and my team. So Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Most importantly, for your role including Chandrayaan 3 and Aditya L1 missions, demonstrating the strategic planning and execution skills, ensuring the success of space endeavors.
It is my privilege to introduce Thiru Attappa Manika Gaunda to the gathering. He is an accomplished electronics and communications engineer and the visionary founder of the MAC Group. Since its establishment in 1973, he has transformed MAC Group from a small engineering enterprise into a thriving conglomerate. Today, we are honored to have him as our distinguished chief guest. His journey exemplifies dedication, innovation, and unwavering commitment to excellence. I invite Thiruvathappa Manika Gaundar, founder and chairman, MAC Controls and Systems Private Limited, Coimbatore, to deliver the inaugural address. Sir, please.
Beloved students, I have gone back to 1973 after seeing your faces. Beloved faculty members and dignitaries on the dais, thank you for this opportunity, Dr. Vasaki. I am glad to see the young faces, the future of India here. I always say I work for the children, the future of India. As Madam Dharmani said, we have to work hard. I think I am already doing it. I sleep for about 6 hours a day. Even while I am doing my shower, I think about the next step, our future. We have to leave a better India to our children. So, coming back to my inaugural address, when I passed out, I got a job in NASA, the ISRO of America, USA. I got the opportunity to study free, including my travel ticket, in many universities. Those were the days there were shortages of talents from particularly electronics and communication. I am an electronics and communication engineer. Unfortunately or fortunately, my father said, no, this government, Indian government, particularly Kamaraj, funded you for the entire study. He even paid my hostel fees those days. So you do something good for the country, you're not going to run away. This was my father. So I had no choice. I got a good job in Indian Telephone Industries, ITI, for 2,000 rupees those days. And I said, I'm not going to listen to you. I'm not going to go for a job. If you want me to go, if you don't want me to go to America, I want to start my own company. And he said, I have no funds to invest in you. And luckily I had 15,000 rupees saving received by way of a lot of awards and loans in the bank, which my father was not aware. I said, I don't need your fund. So I started. I started in a small way. I decided not to manufacture or invent or do R&D, anything that is already existing in this country. Those days, pump sets were mainly manufactured in Coimbatore. So, what to do? I don't want to do the so-called Make in India, the government calls it today. I implemented this scheme in 1973. Made very small control equipment for textile industry. By installing those equipment, the productivity will go up by 5%, 10%, 20% without additional cost. This is how I started my life. And day has come why not we take technology to other countries? And we have a company in USA. We manufacture equipment for NASA, very small control equipments and power systems. Lockheed Martin, Boeing, you can name it. And our presence is there in 57 countries across the globe. So how do we contribute to our space is the question now. We are not contributing directly to ISRO's program, but you know our missiles. We are the only company in the country lined up with BEL, Bangalore, manufacturing complete ground power system as well as control system for our missiles, including BrahMos. Entire missile. Missile is, it's related to space. For our peaceful purposes, we need to defend our country, and we are fully equipped from any threat across the globe. Don't worry about China. China is peanut for us today. Across the globe, I'm talking. We have missiles ready to go, and we are working to strengthen further. I think by 2030, with the help of ISRO, we'll have satellite-guided missiles precisely hitting the target within 1 meter radius. This is our capability we are developing further, still further. And of course, we are pioneers, number 2 in the world, catering to all kinds of airplanes, be it a military airplane or a civilian airplane. And we have state-of-the-art equipment that service them on the ground. Whenever it lands, we have to service those equipment, those aircrafts, and we are number 2 in the world, the first being French. We are trying to overtake them very soon. So this is the status of our country. In 50 years, I have 73 passed out, now 50 years is over. Within 50 years, I have seen sea change. I don't have a better word in terms of digital technology. In 1986, America used to hire people from India, the talents from India, and they were calling it as body shopping. In one of the meetings, I got mad. What do you mean by body shopping? You are hiring my people and you are shopping body? Such a bad word, I don't like it. And I started my own company, Max Software System Limited, just to threaten them that we will not send our engineers to your country, you come to our country to develop. Of course, it took nearly 35 years for my dream to come out. I invested those days, 1986, I invested 5 crore. I almost lost because that was not my forte. But today, every company, software company, they're all in India, they're all doing development work in India, and it is going to be 100% India in another 10 years. They'll be shutting down all the facilities there, that's for sure. And who are going to manage those companies? You. You get ready. We need a lot of people, talented people. If you say a lot of engineering students and arts graduates, they are not getting jobs, that is not true. You have to develop talents, you will get immediate employment. In fact, our company needs about 100 of them in the next 6 months. We need talent. The education what we are giving is not just enough for direct employment. We have to go through some kind of a training program so that we can employ back. So I don't know what you're all expecting out of me to share my experience.
We are expecting exactly this. So you will be a great inspiration for all our students and everybody.
We are going to have shortage of manpower. I assure you, in another, if only we have a good government. I want to tell you something about this good government. We need this. You know, Tamil Nadu particularly was the kingdom for the entire Southeast Asia. Chola kings, Pandyan kings, you know, Mananidi Cholan, Rajaraja Cholan, you all know probably, Tanjai Periyar Koil, Kulasegara Pandyan, you know, who died because he advocated a wrong decision. He died just rolled and right. And you know, Ravi Varman, who built Antawa temple in Indonesia, that's the biggest temple ever built, and no one is going to build a temple equivalent to that in the near future. No way. It's such a big temple. Who built all this? Tamilians, Tamil people. We had such kingdoms. Unfortunately, Mughals ruled us for over 600 years and British ruled us for over 300 years. All that culture has slightly shifted, not people's culture, but culture of ruling the people. That has got shifted, and today we are adopting the same ruling system. Probably we be bettered in taking corruption. All that, if that goes away, if we can only bring in again a Manunidi Cholan rule, what I'm anticipating, another 5 to 10 years, we will have shortage of manpower. So much of potential is there. For example, in agriculture, with the help of their satellites, we can feed the entire world. That is the gift God has given to us in India. Such a wonderful country with so much of potential, you know, water potential, everything, land potential. We can feed the entire world. That is the estimate I have already done. And I'm talking about $10 trillion export in 10 years. What we need is a good king. That's all we need. And it is in the hands of you to create such a, install such a king. Is in your hands. Somebody need to guide you. I'm getting ready to guide you all. So the future is you. I don't know what else I can talk. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity again.
Thank you, sir. You have taught us how to sow our knowledge in Indian soil and to become a great entrepreneur.
மேக்மாணிக்கம் ஐயா வந்து நான் என்ன பேசுகிறதுன்னு தெரியல. நமக்கு என்ன வேணும்னா நூற்றுக்கணக்கான மேக்மாணிக்கம் நம்ம நாட்டில் வேணும் இல்லையா? விவேகானந்தர் சொன்னால் 100 இளைஞர்கள் கூட இந்தியாவை மாற்றுறேன்னு. நான் இப்போ சொல்லுவேன் 100 மேக்மாணிக்கம் 1000 மேக்மாணிக்கம் இருந்தால் இந்தியா எங்கேயோ போகும். நமக்கெல்லாம் இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு இன்ஸ்பிரேஷன், இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு 1973 இந்தியா எப்படி இருந்ததுன்னு எனக்கு தெரியும். நான் ஒரு 10-11 வயசு பொண்ணு சம்திங் லைக் தட். ஸோ அப்போ தெரியும், ஓரளவுக்கு தெரியும். அன்றைக்கி வந்து இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு இன்ஸ்பிரேஷன். ஏன்னா அன்றைக்கி நம்மளோட கல்ச்சரே என்னென்னா மேலை நாட்டை பார்த்து பார்த்து நம்ம ஏங்குற ஒரு கல்ச்சர். அப்படி இருக்கிற சமயத்தில் இவர் வந்து இந்த மாதிரி வேண்டாம், நான் இந்தியாவில் தான் இருப்பேன். அவங்க அப்பா தடை போட்டது ஒரு வகை நல்லது. இல்லைன்னா நாம் இவரை இந்த மாணிக்கத்தை நம்ம லூஸ் பண்ணியிருப்போம். நன்றி.
Every year, World Space Week is celebrated under a different theme to highlight an aspect of space with a broad appeal to humanity and inspire the next generation. This year's theme is space and entrepreneurship, and our request Thiru Attappa Manikam and Shri G. Grahadurai to release the World Space Week 2023 brochure. Sir, please.
Thank you, dignitaries. Honor bespeaks worth. Confidence begets trust. Honor wins respect, and respect wins power. It's time to honor a guest of today. On behalf of Indian Space Research Organization, I now request Shri G. Gregadure sir to honor our chief guest Thiru Attappa Manikam sir. I also request Shri T. Subhanandan sir to honor the guest. On behalf of Cognado Arts and Science College, I request our beloved Secretary Madam to honor our chief guest Thiru Attappa Manikam sir. Thank you, sir and ma'am. I now request a I now request the Secretary ma'am to honor our keynote speaker, Shri G. Gregadure sir. I now request Shri T. Subhanandan sir to honor our keynote speaker. Thank you, sir. I now request Shri G. Gregadure sir to honor our Professor Dr. V. Bharati Harishankar ma'am. I now request our Secretary ma'am to honor Professor Dr. V. Bharati ma'am. I now request Shri G. Gregadure sir to honor Dr. Tavamani D. Palani ma'am. I now request our Secretary ma'am to honor Dr. Tavamani ma'am. Now I request Shri G. Gregadure sir to honor Dr. F.X. Laulina Little Flower ma'am. I request our Secretary ma'am to honor Lovelina Little Flower ma'am. I request our Secretary ma'am to honor Shri T. Subhanandan sir. Thank you, ma'am. I now request Shri G. Gragadurai sir. I now request Shri G. Gragadurai sir to honor our treasurer Dr. O.N. Paramasivan sir. I request Shri G. Gragadurai sir to honor our beloved secretary Madam Dr. C.A. Vasugi. Now I request Shri G. Gragadurai sir to honor Dr. M. Lakshmana Swami sir, Principal of Kongunadu Arts and Science College. Thank you, dignitaries.
Gratitude is the fairest blossom which springs deep from the soul. The soul of such great people make a greater impacts at every step they take on. I invite our academic coordinator, Dr. V. Saravanamurthy sir, to propose the vote of thanks. Sir, please.
Good morning to all present here for the World Space Week celebration of ISRO, jointly organized under the aegis of Golden Jubilee celebration of Kongunadu Arts and Science College. I am doubly honored and privileged to propose the oath of thanks for this memorable inaugural function, which is going to be permanently in the annals of institution. Across the sea of space, the stars are other suns, says Carl Sagan. At the outset, let me offer my special thanks to the chief guest, Sri Attappa Manikam, founder and chairman, MAC Control and System Private Limited, who has inspired all of us by his thought-provoking experimental speech. He has truly lived a blessed life by transforming the society around. We are very much honored by your presence, sir. And I once again thank you, sir, for your gracious presence among us on this eventful day. I accord my heartfelt thanks to the guest of honor, Dr. V. Bharati Harishankar, Vice Chancellor, Avinashilingam Institute of Home Science and Higher Education for Women, for learned work of motivation. My thanks are due to Dr. Tavamani D. Palniswamy, Secretary, Dr. NGB Arts and Science College, Vice Chairman KMCH, for benevolent blessing for success of this program. Ma'am, I express my sincere and gratitude thanks to our VC committee member, Bharatiya University, Dr. Laulina Littleflower, for your thoughtful, provoking message and felicitation. On behalf of the institution, I am honored and offer our thanks and felicitation to Sri G. Gragadurai, our guest of honor from ISRO, for sharing your experience to the next generation space scientists and astronauts. I also express my sincere and sense of thanks to Sri T. Subbanandan, Deputy General Manager, Safety, SDRC, ISRO, Sriharikota, for being this program right from the selection our institution for this mega event and guiding the team for Kongunadu Arts and Science for successful implementation of the program. I also thank the team members from ISRO for their dedicated and action in setting up exhibition and all other events. At event need a propulsion fluid for takeoff and establishment of every activity in the right orbit. One such person is of Nari Sakti, the Kongunadu woman in the right of our beloved Secretary ma'am and the Director Dr. C.A. Vasugi ma'am, who is a part and parcel of every minute planning and that was happened for successful implementation of this program. Thank you ma'am. I am highly to be intimated the principal, faculty, treasurer and non-teaching faculty who have been pillar of support for the program. I thank everyone from bottom of my heart. And I sincerely accord to big thanks to the principal of various schools and colleges who have sent their children to attend this program. Last but not least, the beneficiaries of such program, the young children from various schools and students from college who are going to be massively motivated and benefited from this exhibition, the theme Space and Entrepreneurship. Finally, I thank the press and media for the wide coverage of this event. Let me apologize if I had out any person word of thank. I thank all those who are directly or indirectly contributed to this program. Once again, I thank Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your words of gratitude. Now I request our ISRO heroes to the dais, please. Thank you, team. I now invite all the dignitaries for the inauguration of space exhibition at our indoor auditorium. Students are requested to be seated. Students are requested to be seated, and after the dignitaries have left, I request all the students to go to class immediately. And students are also requested to visit the space exhibition as per the schedule allotted to you. Clear? So all the students are expected to visit the space exhibition at the schedule allotted to you. Now you can silently, with discipline, can leave to your classrooms.